Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Golden Bachelor Sandra Mason dishes on meeting Gary Levingston. Golden Bachelor star Sandra Mason made quite an impression on fans. Her humor and way of dealing with life had fans in stitches. The same is true of Golden Bachelorette suitor Gary Levingston. Their fun, laid-back personalities are perfect, and it seems like they would complement each other well. Bachelor Nation has been trying to make pairs of several of the contestants from the Golden Bachelor and the Golden Bachelorette. One of those couples is Sandra and Gary. The two actually were fortunate and met recently. Now, Sandra is dishing on how that meeting went. Keep reading to find out more. Golden Bachelor alum Sandra Mason dished on meeting Gary Levingston at Joan Vasso's after the Final Rose special event. Gary didn't find love with Joan, but he found lifelong friends, and now he's met Sandra. The two did share photos together and said how much they enjoyed meeting one another. Sandra said it was nice getting to chat with him. However, she also noted that she didn't get much time to get to know him. She said, "I really enjoyed the few minutes we had together, but he was bombarded by folks, so I had no time with him." Sigh. Sandra did mention she hoped in the future she would have more time to get to know him. Fans instantly hoped they would connect more and have sparks between them. Following her initial post, she shared another with Gary and said, "Anybody know what this guy's name is? Is it George, Jean, Gregory, Ugare?" Gary Levingston went to the comment section of Sandra Mason's post to clear up a few of the rumors. He said, "We're just friends, each from the Golden Bachelor and me from the Golden Bachelorette, not a cozy couple." Fans didn't care and still shared they hope these two can spark something more than friendship. Sandra seems open to the idea of getting to know Gary better. One fan said, Excuse the two of you. You two need to get to know one another and see if you click, because dang, you are adorable together." They are not the only ones that Bachelor Nation is shipping together. Fans have also been hoping to see Leslie Fema date Jordan Heller. They also met recently and hung out at a soccer game. What do you think about Gary and Sandra getting to know each other better? Do you also think they are adorable together? Stay tuned for more updates. Sandra Mason, one of the shining stars of the Golden Bachelor, recently opened up about her first encounter with the show's leading man, Gary Levingston. With her trademark charm, wit, and infectious laugh, Sandra shared the intricacies of that unforgettable moment and the emotions that followed. A life well lived meets a dream in the making. For Sandra, entering the world of the Golden Bachelor was about more than just finding love. It was a journey of rediscovery. "When I got the call that I'd been chosen, my first thought was, what on earth am I doing?" she confessed, laughing as she recalled the whirlwind of emotions. "But then I thought, why not? Why not take a chance and see if this heart of mine still knows how to skip a beat?" And skip a beat it did the moment she laid eyes on Gary. "The limo door opened, and I felt like a teenager again," Sandra said, describing her arrival at the mansion. There he was, standing tall in that perfectly tailored suit, with a smile that could melt the hardest of hearts. Gary Levingston, a retired restaurateur known for his kindness and genuine spirit, had been Sandra's main motivation for joining the show. "I'd seen clips of him and thought, this man seems real. And real is what I wanted. No pretense, just someone who could see me for who I am." The entrance that turned heads. Sandra's entrance was one for the books. She stepped out of the limo in a shimmering gold gown, a nod to the show's theme and her belief in embracing her golden years with grace and confidence. Some of the other ladies had grand entrances, balloons, songs, even a marching band, she joked. "But I figured, let the dress do the talking." And talk it did. Gary was visibly captivated as Sandra approached him, her warm eyes meeting his with a sparkle that hinted at the lively conversations to come. "I remember him saying, 'You look stunning,' and I thought, this is off to a good start," Sandra shared. The first conversation, genuine connection. Sandra and Gary's first conversation was nothing short of magical. Away from the cameras, the pair sat on a bench under twinkling lights, exchanging stories about their families, careers, and what brought them to this unique chapter in life. I told him about my late husband, and he shared about his late wife, Sandra said, her voice tinged with emotion. It wasn't a sad conversation, though. It was hopeful. We both talked about how we weren't looking to replace those we'd lost, but to find someone new to build a different kind of happiness with. Gary's sincerity struck Sandra deeply. He looked me in the eyes the entire time we talked. That's rare these days. It felt like he was truly listening, truly seeing me. The rose ceremony. A moment to remember. As the night wore on, Sandra found herself caught up in the whirlwind of mingling, laughter, and the occasional dramatic moment from her fellow contestants. Let's just say some of these ladies know how to make an impression, she quipped. But when it came time for the first rose ceremony, Sandra's nerves kicked in. I tried to stay calm, but inside, I was a wreck, she admitted. What if he didn't feel the same connection I did? When Gary called Sandra's name, her heart soared. Walking up to him and accepting that rose was surreal, she said. It wasn't just a rose, it was a chance to see where this could go. Behind the scenes, friendships and fun. Sandra also opened up about the camaraderie among the contestants. We may all be here for the same reason, but that doesn't mean we can't enjoy each other's company, she said. Some of these ladies have become like sisters to me. From wine nights to impromptu dance parties, Sandra revealed that the mansion was often filled with laughter. We'd tease each other about who was spending the most time with Gary, but it was all in good fun, she said. What's next for Sandra and Gary? While Sandra couldn't reveal too much about the show's outcome, she hinted at a roller coaster of emotions ahead. Let's just say, this journey has been everything I hoped for and more, she said coyly. As for her hopes for the future, I want to keep putting myself out there, whether it's with Gary or someone else, Sandra said. This experience reminded me that it's never too late to open your heart. The wisdom of taking risks. Sandra's journey on The Golden Bachelor is a testament to the power of vulnerability and the courage it takes to embrace new beginnings. I'm proud of myself for doing this, she said, for stepping out of my comfort zone and saying yes to possibility. Her advice to others considering a leap of faith in their own lives: don't let fear hold you back. Life is too short to wonder what if. A golden opportunity. As Sandra's story unfolds on The Golden Bachelor, fans are rooting for her to find the love and connection she so richly deserves. And while the road ahead remains uncertain, one thing is clear. Sandra Mason is a shining example of living life with grace, courage, and an open heart. When I look back on this experience, she said, I'll remember the laughter, the tears, and the incredible feeling of knowing that love, no matter your age, is always worth pursuing. Sandra's journey, like the show itself, is a celebration of second chances, proving that life after 60 can be just as thrilling, romantic, and full of promise as any other chapter. Meeting Gary was a gift, she said with a smile. And no matter what happens, I'll always cherish the moment our paths crossed. For Sandra and Gary, the story is just beginning, and audiences can't wait to see where it leads.